Dear friends and partners, my name is Kamsha Robert and I'm the acting principal tutor of the nursing school. Greetings from Bwindi and especially Uganda Nursing School Bwindi. I would like to introduce to you our new skills lab that we have just received and is now complete, now being used by the students, but awaits furnishing, which we have a grant from Rotary International to furnish it with equipment and materials to use. And we are glad that our partners have supported us in having this beautiful structure ready for students. We will move to the rooms and areas and get more explanation. Thank you. Here, this is the classroom area that we shall be using for students, but again, it can be converted into two rooms. When we open this partition, it can be converted into two rooms, and then we can have it as an examination hall for students when they are doing their national exams, both national. So, as you can see, after opening it, you can have two classes running concurrently, but then it can be converted into a one hall later when there is an examination. So we're going to again close it so that these two classes can run concurrently. These are students in their discussions as they prepare for their final semester exams. So you're welcome to the skills lab or the new skills lab, and we're going to have our December national exams. The first national exams to be conducted in this skills lab will be in December. You can see along the worktops we have shelves. Shelves are for us to make sure that we have equipment for the skills lab stored. Some equipment that we use regularly will be stored in these lockable lockers that we shall be using. They run around, and then this is the hand washing area when students are conducting procedures. We shall be having beds here either side with mannequins, high fidelity mannequins that we shall be using to teach students. This is bigger than what we have been having. This will accommodate a class. Our average classes are between 40 and 50 students. So this will accommodate a class during practical, while the previous one was only accommodating a group of students in a particular class. So a class would go in the old school, in the old skills lab, like 3 groups. They go 3 times in a lecture, but this time we can accommodate a class with different skills lab attendance. This is the simulation room. Where we're going to put our simulators, and we shall be putting there beds of the simulators of baby, or simulators of a birthing torso, that's a mother giving birth, or simulators of a combined simulator, and it is interactive. This glass is one way. I can't see that side, but teaching staff or faculty that side are able to see the student doing it. So it will be an interactive session between teaching staff, the simulator, and the student to create an ideal environment of a hospital setting. So this will be like an ideal of what happens in a hospital in Uganda. We have a hand washing facility for infection control. So this is generally the simulation room. looking at our vision of starting a university teaching Bachelor of Science in Nursing by 2025, this skills lab had to include specialties, because we have been informed that in Uganda it's now being encouraged that universities teaching Bachelor of Science in Nursing should have a histology and pathology rooms where students can come and do these observations. So here we have a histology room, while here we have a pathology room aimed at improving nursing education, especially in the skills laboratory. This is the reception to our new library. We have been having a library that would accommodate basically 10 students because of each size. So most of our students have been using the electronic library because the physical library was more accommodating about 10 students at a particular time. But having this library will of course boost our resources, especially in teaching and learning. This is a reception, and this side is our electronic library. So we shall have computers on this side with our e-library, Uganda Nursing School Bwindi electronic library that students can access at any time when they come to the library. So you can see sockets running across the wall where the computers will be plugged for students, and these will house our electronic library. And here is another part of the electronic library. So the whole of this area will house our electronic library. This is the server room. Here is the server room where we shall have our server that will be supplying internet to this area. Right here is the bookstore. This will include books that are not used often and the books that we shall call reserve books. So this is the boardroom. In here now is the space for the physical library. So we shall have shelves running across where the books will be locked, and then our librarian will be seated in this room with a glass to see who gets in and who gets out, and keeps signing in books and maybe issuing out books for those students who want to read outside the library or who want to read inside the library, and then they can sit on tables that will be put here for students to read from. Now this is the third level. The third level is not yet fully complete. We are still looking for funds to complete the third level. The third level is aimed to have this as another examination hall for the students, and here with the partitions to make offices of different people. Those include the office of the principal, office of the academic registrar, office of the deputy principal, and offices of different teaching staff. We're looking forward to having offices of different teaching staff so that they have places where they can sit, prepare for their lectures, and make plans, lesson plans, and schemes of work before they go. So it's a working area. So we hope to have every lecturer or tutor having a working space, and this will be partitioned to accommodate those different offices.